Hi girls and guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something nice. We're doing some modifications. We've got Anthony's car in for lowering springs and some new wheels. So nothing major, just springs and wheels on a Fiesta ST. One second. I had to get some info from the owner there because I'm not up to scratch on Fords. But it's a Collins Performance, I hope I got that right, Stage 2. It's got a nice big front mount. It's got some nice little bits under the bonnet. So today we're gonna just give it a little gravity check and some nice new shoes. This is how she's sitting at the moment. Front and back, nice. We're gonna hopefully settle the argument between tyre and arch. Not too ridiculous because we are older now and our backs can't really take it, but let's get lowering. As I said, it does have a feel of it. It's been mapped. This does not, I repeat, does not have a pop and bang map because it wouldn't be in this workshop if it did. But obviously it's got nice ITG bits, nice ITG filter, and a big intercooler and some other little bits and bobs. While we're going up in the world, these aren't too bad to lower. If I remember correctly, the back is like 1 bolt per side just to remove the shock. Obviously you've got to support the shock. And then whip the springs in and out. The front, it's a little bit more annoying because the scuttle panel's in the way of all 3 top suspension bolts, but you can get to it with a with a spanner. It's a little bit long, but I mean it saves removing the wipers and everything like that. And I've just been told we are using H&R springs. What we need to do here is just undo this one and undo that one, and then we can change the springs. So the rear is going to be very, very easy. So here we go, we've got some nice H&R springs. These are how much of a drop? 35mm drop, so hopefully it's gonna potentially be a little bit different. So 2 rears, 2 fronts. How you can tell, look at them, they're visually different. It's quite simple to see what you're doing. And obviously H&R. I've got to admit, I do like H&R products. So let's get this on and get it done. Now, first things first, when I'm doing anything suspension related, make sure it's supported, and then it's a 15mm. And it's out. And here's the good bit, this one in the pocket. Now again, just please, when you're doing this, just be very careful because a spring to the head is not what you need. It will hurt. Just lower that down. Need a little bit more. Oh, okay, we are nearly, I need 2 hands. And just like that, spring is out. Now, I did actually use a little lever bar to just get it out because it's a bit doik, like a doiger. So big bump stop at the top, little one at the bottom. And then just as easy as that, we just popped it in. Again, I've left the wheel on so I could pull the wheel down and just get a little bit more flexibility to drop the spring in, but that's about it. Now, let's not forget the one in the pocket. We're gonna go and dip it in the lube pot. Where is the lube pot? Splooch. Now, let's get that one in and answer the phone. Okay, so we removed the 15. We had it supported, I've let it down. Now, to use little lever bar and hook and wedge this bad boy out. Just go under, flip. Oh no, the finger's getting caught at the same time. And there you go. That's literally how you get that out. Now we're gonna swap the rubbers around and get the new one in. Okay, so springs in, then you get the writing around this side. So all I did was up there, move that out of the way, see if I can do it in one go. Nope. So little bar, just to help myself. And then just there you go, she's in. Now get the wood, bring that back up and whack the 15 in. All right, we dipped in some lube. Now in that goes, let's get that lined up a little bit better. There you go. Always start these by hand, don't just go gun-ho with the gun, that's just stupid. And then give it a... All right, now we just need to go over and torque them up. Just need to get the torque setting. I couldn't actually find what the torque setting was, but I'm gonna go for FT. That's 2 turns on the bar. And then, just to make sure, new paint pen. Give it a nice little security mark, and we're gonna do the same to this side too. Oh, hit that one a little bit too much. And then, nice. And literally, about 20-25 minutes, both sides on the rear done. Now we're going over to the front. All right, we're over to the front, and because we like to look after our customers, what we've noticed is here's in need of some brakes, boys. So some stoppy boys are required. Now, putting that to one side, we'll do that after. I haven't got time to order pads, so we have to do that another day. We're going to be undoing this brake pipe bolt, which is a 10, 2 pinch bolts, and a drop link. But first, we're going to clean everything up because it's a little bit dirty. Can't work like that. So let's get it all cleaned up first. All right, pop the ABS sensor connector out, undone the 10. I'm just gonna crack these off and then undo the drop link. And it's 15 mil for that, 18 and 15 if I haven't said it already. So now that's out, gonna undo these, which I've already loosened off, and let the shock swing freely. Okie dokie, now everything is stripped. I've done both sides all at once. So now you can get your 13 mil spanner, get it in the back there, and undo it like that. Now this saves you taking all of the scuttle panels off and stuff like that. And you can see the 3 bolts I've already taken off the shock absorber, which is there. So I've already done one side, forgot to record it. So now I'm doing side 2. All right, all 3 bolts are out now. Just gonna be very careful. Drop it down, slide it out. There we go. Shock side 2 now in the compressor. Okay, shock is in the spring clamps. Now we're gonna compress it. It's an 18 mil in the center. I like to use a swan neck. That's all you need. Once you've got a gap like that, don't put your finger in there normally, you're good to release. There's enough compression on the spring. So 18 and a swan neck. Sorry, I mean an 18 mil swan neck and a 5 mil, or is that 6? 6 mil Allen key. And then just lock them together and crack them off. All right, top mounts off. Release until these clamps come loose. Just push it down a little bit. Once the clamps are loose, get the spring out of here. It's not down yet, hold on. Oh, out of the old, in with the new. All right, time to have a shocking experience and fit this. One hand down here, guide them up, get them in, and get nuts on as quick as you can. I always keep the nuts on the scuttle panel just because they're close to hand. Believe me, you do not want them like over there and you get it in position. Could just be a bit of a headache. All right, the 3 bolts are tight. I always lower the car down and tighten them up one more time. Then just give it a little spin to make sure everything's moving nice and free. Now, this goes in there like that. Not that brilliantly, because obviously it's hard to do this with one hand. I can't bother to go and set my tripod up. So you can get the lube, bolts, and just smash everything back together tight. Everything is double FT and marked up. The new purple pen does not stand out as much as I'd like, but it has been marked. Now, we're not gonna put the new wheels on this time. We're gonna just let it settle on these wheels, the standard wheels, because we need new nuts as well, because in typical Ford fashion, that is now a 19.5 and that one is an 18 or 18.5, I'm not sure. So we're gonna get a load of new wheel bolts, some brake pads, and do another part of this video all in one go. So this side's all complete, just got to build up that side. I think we need to do a little like sneaky peek of how this is gonna look when it comes down to the floor, so bear with. All right, here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so she has gone fairly low, I'd say. I mean, 35 mil drop, I think it's gone a little bit more than that. Plus, it still needs to settle. So what I'm gonna do is just for research purposes, I'm gonna measure from the bottom of the wheel to the arch on this side and the other side, and just see how much it drops over the next couple of days. And our survey says, look, hook that in there. That is 5. So we call it 536. Yeah, let's call it 538. Sorry, 538. I think that was a guess because it was obviously a little bit difficult to see one-handed. And then on this side, what survey says, see? Pop that in there. Same. Okay, so that's the front, and that is in there. And on the back, we have blurriness, 550. It's literally 550 bang on. And it was the same 550 on this side. So we're fairly even all the way around. So we're gonna have it back in for brake pads and the replacement wheels and replacement bolts. Reason why we're not doing the alignment as well is because we've got to take the wheels off and on again. It just makes sense. We don't want to put the wheels on now because we might scratch them if we've got to take them wheel bolts off again. So we're going to do it all in one go. And then obviously we don't want to keep taking wheels off and on when we do the pads as well. So medium done, just got to test drive first quick. We're just about to go for a quick road test, but can someone please, who does that? That biggest pet hate is getting into a car with the date really wrong. And it is 6:20, but that date, come on. I know it's really sad, but that had to be done. All right, been for a nice little road test. It will need alignment because it's just like that as you drive. But like I said, we've got tyres and brakes and then new wheels to go on, and then we'll do an alignment. So for now, this one is nearly done, to be continued. All right, it's a new day. We are back on the Fiesta. We had to order some brake pads in because like I said, they are low, boys. So let's change them, wheel off, 13 mil, hold that, whip it round. Might have to take both sides off or undo that 10 mil. I'll let you know. All right, so I've undone the 13 mil at the back. I've also taken the brake pipe out via the 10 mil there. Now I'm just getting the big grips and just pushing the piston back nice and slowly, just to retract the piston all the way. I'll also show you what state the brake pads are in. Okay, so that's the outside brake pad. You can see where so that's the outside. And the inside, literally is a wafer thin. And these didn't have much left in them, so well spotted, good job. Well, I didn't do a rebuild video, but they are on. We have gone with the Apec Black series brake pads. They're just a little bit more than a standard brake pad, but not horrific, so we don't want a load of brake dust. Annoying part of this is the wheels haven't arrived yet, which is annoying. Well, we are finally at that stage. Everything is all good. It is time for the wheels. So, where? There we go. She is all on. Fit absolutely perfect. There are spigot rings on there, but I am happy with the way this has come out for the customer. Obviously, the customer's very happy too. They're 17-inch, still on like a 205, I believe. So similar tyre profile to the original. Can't fault it. We've got no issues with clearance, rubbing, scraping. We don't need spacers. We are all happy. So this one is done.